Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Footy Express. And we have our gentlemen, the three biggest supporters in Cape Town, Mr. Neil, Ricky, and Mr. Warren. Welcome, gents.
Are they?
Oh,
Evening,
thanks for
evening,
having us on.
everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah, Warren and Ricky and Neil is basically part of the supporters clubs in Cape Town. So, guys, if you don't know where the supporters clubs is, I will tell you now. Neil, I know you guys do it at Premium Bar, and that is in Westridge. Is that correct?
That is correct. And now during the COVID-19 hard lockdown and with all the regulations in place, where we're finding we are only able to accommodate numbers in the region of about 50 in our supporters club, we've just expanded our footprint and our network within Cape Town. Of course, with so many Liverpool supporters wanting to get involved. And so we've extended our club network to include not only Premium Sports Bar in Westridge, but the Castle Hotel Bar in District 6, as well as Mitchell's Scottish Ale House on the V&A waterfront as well. All part
Okay.
of the official supporters club networks here.
So obviously, whoever's watching tonight, we are Liverpool supporters. If you want to basically come to any of those venues, you're welcome to just contact Neil. You can get him on Facebook, and you can contact him. Say, look, here, I want to come watch some games. Obviously, people, you have to be follow regulations. Wear your mask, sanitize. Please do not forget. We also have Ricky. Ricky is my
Absolutely.
neighbor. Ricky is all the way from San Remo.
We neighbors.
Hey?
Are we neighbors?
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I'm from Bayview. So you in San Remo. So obviously that is where Celtics is. So Ricky, I know you guys have a big support at your venue, at your home. If I go to Celtics, I see all the game day. I see all the cars standing there checking. Aye, that is Manchester United supporters. And
Why
they
I?
always seem to go for a pie before they come to your place.
The pre-match build-up.
Yeah, look, I've got a relationship with a guy at Caltex, and that's why they get it at the
The
discounted
business.
price.
The
Yeah.
business.
Can you
No,
tell me
but look,
more about your place, though, Ricky? What can people expect when they come to you? What must they do if they want to come watch a game at your venue? So,
well, let's start at the beginning. Our supporters club has reached a point where it's not actually at my home anymore.
okay,
It moved, and there's lots of reasons. One of the main reasons is obviously I've had to sit back and think about it because this place was jam packed week in week out, and yeah, family started taking precedence. Although United still takes precedence. Yeah,
Say it loud.
I'm sure she's listening or watching. Well, family does take precedence in my life at the moment. But United is still the biggest thing in my life. Um, but yeah, the club has moved. Basically, it was at ground ball last season. It's also at Rascals at the moment. It's very in between.
yeah,
I'm not on the executive any longer because, like I said, I took a back seat totally. Still one of the biggest supporters. Still belong to the supporters club every year, and you won't believe it. I get calls weekly for people wanting to come and watch the games here, and somehow I just can't say no to most of it. Although we do have a limit also, and I try to keep it down to just friends and family. Even that's
okay.
too many sometimes. Yeah, but yeah, we still watch matches here every week. I still go out sometimes to the pubs, and but the supporters club, as it was, is not at at my place anymore. But people are still welcome to pop in
Okay.
anytime for a game and Drink, of course.
Okay, Warren. Warren Fatsko is the chairman of the Arsenal Football Club Supporters Club in Cape Town, and obviously, as everyone know, that I am an Arsenal supporter, and I actually is part of the Arsenal Supporters Club in Cape Town. Why are you shaking your head, Ricky?
We all look so we all look so depressed. That's all our faces here. It's written on our
So
faces.
Warren, tell me more about the Arsenal Supporters Club in Cape Town, though.
Well, we still at the same venue that we've been at since like 2009, I think, in Plumstead. COVID has been a total disaster in terms of obviously it's more important things going, in our country, but yeah, so we still at the same venue, and there's, we got our other two branches, the guys in the northern suburbs. I'm not sure what venue they're at the moment. I think they may have moved venue since. And then there's the guys in Atlantis. Those guys always used to make a day of it. Um, they say half the fun is getting there. I'm sure they finished like a few gallons on the way. So if anything happens during the game, they had their fun already. So you miss those things that you used to take for granted. I'm sure you guys, Neil and Ricky, know what I'm talking about. That the vibe, the atmosphere, it almost numbs the. If your team doesn't do that well, at least you with other gooners and things like that, or your other supporters, you can drown your sorrows together. It just makes the pain a little bit more bearable. But now, sometimes when you're not with the crew, and then it's like you kind of left alone to your thoughts, and yeah. So, but we still at the same venue, same ownership there. And the pub is still obviously, not much has changed. We couldn't obviously normally we have events and stuff like that. Obviously, once COVID broke, we had to just totally tools down, and then we just made sure of two things that the venue is still there for the guys that do still want to go through to watch games, of course, and then like this type of thing, the online presence that we have. Because obviously there's a lot of people logging in from home and doing the chats and communicating and stuff like that online. So there's also there's a group of guys that has a little football chat show as well, just to keep the mood going while we all trying to get through this COVID nightmare. So yeah, we haven't really been able to sort of do much actually. We just kind of trying to keep afloat and get through this bloody pandemic. Arsenal
Look,
doesn't help us all.
look, a lot of change though. I miss those times where we look out for the intercontinental tournament,
If the
where all
supporters
the
club,
supporters club play a tournament for every year though. I miss those days. I mean,
Yeah.
Ricky, I know Ricky with his hard tackles on Neil or Warren coming on. He tell him to bring boots, but he brings dagger boots. You know?
that goods, man.
Yeah,
They didn't help me.
Look, those were the days. That's why I don't have any knees left anymore. I'll probably have to go for a knee replacement soon. And it's all because of those Liverpool guys. Because
Yeah,
I just
no.
hit myself for one game. It was for the Liverpool game, and jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
Cutting your knees because you're outskilled.
But to be honest, that was good fun, eh? I'm
Yeah,
telling
no,
you,
yeah. We miss
that
it,
started
man.
years back. And we started, I think, with 4 teams only
4
back in
teams, yeah.
Epping. I think Warren was with the initial.
Yeah.
The Arsenal guys was with the initial group, and it just expanded after that. Skara, he took it to another level afterwards. But I miss those days, and that is one of the things I miss as well. Also, getting together with other supporters, watching games at other venues as well. Especially winning at Premium Pub was one of the best things, and us taking over. Neil knows all about
You
that.
want to say something about that, though.
These little things these little achievements being celebrated as if they are significant. But I do concur. A great artifact of what it means to be a supporter, the camaraderie, the get together, that's definitely missed, I think, in the last 2 seasons. But I think that's why it's also so vitally important that we do as much as we can now to get back to a point where we can get together like that again. So if it means social distancing, if it means taking the vaccine or whatever it is, whatever that picture looks like, I'm not here to preach about what we should and shouldn't do, but what we can do is make sure that we treat ourselves and our loved ones the best way we can so that we can get together again, so that we can set the record straight on Ricky. All this nonsense he's talking about winning at premium and all of that. No, we need to get back and set these records straight.
At least we won the Premier League in front of big crowds.
Here we go. In front of
So big crowds, small crowds, it doesn't matter. It's, the game in the 90s was a lot different. We play at a much higher level now, and even if it means winning in front of our fans, in front of the TVs and the cameras, we'll take that. We win in the modern game.
Definitely.
Like you said, you guys playing a higher level. It obviously took 30 years to get to that high level. So, but we were gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So there was games over the weekend, guys. Okay. So I've got the log here. This is the
Nigel, can you just please turn over the page, man? I can't wait. I'm trying to hit the minimize, the maximize screen button. This button is not working on my laptop, man. Can you turn the page here, man?
We will get there. It's probably...
Was we also wait 30 years to get there? Or what is going on here?
Don't worry, Warren. I see we back in our customer receipts.
Oh, God.
Obviously, we have a log here. West Ham is quite doing well.
If I don't laugh, what can I do?
We obviously have Chelsea, Liverpool, Brighton.
Hey, West Ham is top. West Ham is top of the table. West Ham hammers.
And we have obviously Tottenham, and then we have Man United. So the next one is where Warren. This is what you're looking for.
Where's the scroll? Scroll bar there. Just scroll there. Ooh,
so as you can see, that's the bottom half of the table. Also at 19th in relegation zone. Wow.
Yes, sis. My goodness.
I feel for you, my brother.
That's 19 out of 20. No, that's not 19 out of 50.
So Derek says it's early days.
Yeah, Scaffers is one of the biggest United supporters I know, and he wouldn't want me to take it easy on the Liverpool folk here, but I'll be nice with him tonight because it's me being nice. Neil, you should know. This is me being nice.
Well, okay, let's speak facts. Let's speak facts.
Here we go. You see, he digs in while I'm still speaking. He does this all the time. And
the Reds and the Red Devils.
When I hear bollocks, I just raise the bar. So when we speak facts,
Robert says
early days.
Arsenal's laying second.
Yeah, but that's because his TV is upside down. Tell him to turn his TV is upside down. You must turn it again. I installed his TV upside down.
So we're gonna come back to Neil.
Lots can happen.
Neil,
sorry.
Neil, how long is a Liverpool supporter?
Sorry, I missed that question.
How long are you supporting Liverpool?
How long am I supporting Liverpool? Since 1987. So I've been an avid Liverpool
there we go.
Since 1987. Watched my first match with my dad. And this was around about the time John Barnes started playing for Liverpool. And, that was just my hero. Of course, my dad absolutely loved him. And I'm quite fortunate that a couple of years ago, I got to meet my hero. We were out on for lunch, and this really sparked what has become the official Liverpool supporters club today, with the help of John Barnes. And what an amazing fellow. But my journey starts out in 1987, watching Liverpool with my dad.
Okay. I see. I'm gonna tell you something. I think this lady here next to you is called Felicity.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Felicity
no, she
also
was
happens
on
to
the
be the
show.
treasurer of our supporters club.
Yeah, no, she was on the show with Robin. Ricky, you would know Robin.
Yeah, yeah.
With all the I had like all female show. And I got a pic of Felicity where she had a Liverpool casket.
Yes, I saw that.
So I mean, I
Felicity's
tell
actually
her, why are you standing next to a casket? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
in front of
But
premium.
In front
Yeah.
of premium mall.
I remember.
Yeah, it's because we slaughtered so many enemies and opposition in the last season. We were ready to bury them all along with a hatchet. So there we go.
Okay, let's talk about your game quickly. 2-0 to Liverpool. Obviously, you're off to a flyer. You won both your games. But I checked your games though. I don't think you guys are there yet on the level when you won the league. I don't know what do you think about it though?
Well, I think at the moment, quite a number of factors. One of the factors that a lot of the training happens in the new AXA training ground, where a lot of the players are still adjusting to that. Psychologically, physiologically, there's quite a lot to consider and to ponder. But we will also remember that about 2 weeks ago, Trent Alexander-Arnold did mention that there are some experimental gameplays, some strategies and tactics which have been changed. And I think we are seeing the adaptation of some of that in certain set pieces during the match. So you will notice there are trends and phases throughout the game where the gameplay changes, the pace changes, and I think that's quite interesting. Whether the opposition has picked this up yet or not, I cannot say. But what I am seeing is that what we are doing greatly impacts how and when we score, the type of goals, the cross-field play that we are seeing, and then moving down the sides. And I think it's making it hard for the opposition to really judge what's really happening in Liverpool's gameplay, and having to adjust and adapt at the rapid pace that Liverpool does. I think that has been fantastic and phenomenal to see. And so far in these two games, it's worked very, very well in the favor of Liverpool Football Club. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that, and moving and progressing into the season. I think we're going to see one of these types of gameplays being the set gameplay for the rest of the season. And I think once we hit that top gear, it's going to be Liverpool all the way.
Do you think you're going to win the league?
I always think we're going to win the league. I definitely do think we have what it takes. I know there are critics of Liverpool Football Club speaking about the depth and so on, but this is the same club that they're speaking about, where most of its backline out and still managed to finish third in the log in the last season, where we had our worst performing season and we still managed to achieve a top four. I think we are strong enough. We have what it takes, and I've just received word that the top six clubs, again added, in the English Premier League, are actually fighting to have their players or refusing to release their players for international duty. So I'm keeping eyes and tabs on that, but that's also going to ensure that we have a lot of our fresh legs in the Premier League and not out on international duty where they are prone to injury and so on. But it also means that we're going to be having our full strength squad there. And I think this strikes fear into the heart of a lot of opposition to Liverpool.
Okay, look, I personally think that I think Liverpool has a chance, but my prediction for this season, I'll be honest with you guys, I think Chelsea stands a big chance to win the league. Lukaku, I mean, Besides, I know Arsenal is not at the moment where they should be. They Volume will speak more about that though. But I mean, do you see that power
Yeah,
on? Yeah, I mean,
absolutely,
it's scary.
absolutely.
It's
I
scary
have
how
seen the
huge
power.
he is, Lukaku. But we'll get there. We'll
I,
get to Warren. That talk more about
I,
about Arsenal. Yes, Neil.
yeah. No, I wanted to say I have seen that. However, one must be very careful to judge the strength of a squad based on a single player. If you remember, in the '95 Rugby World Cup, Jonah Luma was on the lips of everyone, and everyone thought, "Wow, this magnificent individual." He was taken out by a squad of fantastic players. And it's the same with Liverpool. When we look at our match analytics, and this came out in a presentation by Peter Moore, the ex-CEO of Liverpool, in his 10 years still there when he was here in Cape Town. And the match analytics, which is a tool that is used by Liverpool, we are able to select, nominate, and target individual players, dismantle them, and throw them off from their gameplay in a team strategy, and thereby winning the match against the opposition. I think this has been a powerful tool for Liverpool Football Club, and I think we're going to see more of that happening. Building the strength of a squad on an individual player is never a good idea.
Okay, cool. So Ricky, we come to United though. I got a nice photo of your place, like you said. It's
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
Well, that is brilliant. Huh?
That was every week,
Where's
week
Ricky?
week out. This place used to be packed like this.
I don't even see Ricky though.
Ricky's at the
I
bar.
must
He's
I
pouring
find
the
Wally.
drinks there.
I
He's
must
pouring
be
the drinks there. Nah, he's pouring the dope there at the bar there, man.
whoa.
If anyone that watching the show, if you guys can find Ricky, I'll give you a free burger. If you can tell me, the first person that tells me in this picture, if you can find Ricky where he stands, then I'll give you a free burger on Friday. The first person that sends me a message on the show will get a free burger.
You can drop it off at Caltex.
So I'm
I'll
not saying
take
this picture. They had a chance. So what? So Ricky, this is your family in this picture, though.
Yes, my two boys.
They're much bigger now, though.
Yeah, no, they're much bigger now, much older. Love football, love Man United with all their hearts. Although I forced them into it when they were born. Because they never had a choice, never had a chance, never stood a chance with anything or anyone else.
Okay, Ricky, we got an answer here, but I don't think this qualifies though. It's from Robin. It says he's in front there. What?
Nah,
Nah, it doesn't qualify.
nah.
What do you guys think though?
No, Robin just wants a free burger. No.
There's five people standing in front there.
I love Robin, but no.
But no.
Executive decision.
So I watch your game, Ricky. I'm just concerned about United, man. It's you guys got a brilliant squad. I think you guys have a squad to win the league. But again, that inconsistency, man, that's coming into play here again, where you guys will win 5-0 and then you guys draw 2 games or maybe lose one. It's the consistency is not. Do you think it's maybe the players the same? I'm not gonna compare Arteta with Ollie. I think Ollie is doing a brilliant job. But do you think that he's the man to bring back the glory days of United? I mean, I didn't hear that song "Glory, Glory, Man United" for a very long time.
Well, you haven't been listening. You haven't been listening. We were top of the log after the first week, and that song you could have heard from here. From so don't talk nonsense to me. I'm not gonna go into the technical bit, all the technical bits and the technology like like my adversary there, because I'm not gonna be I don't want to take over Olay's job. I don't want to take over Olay's job, but the thing is, and I've been down by many of our supporters themselves, because I never speak bad about my team or my players or our club in social media ever. Although if you must pop around here, you'll hear many words that in confidence
Honestly,
words that you haven't heard, words that you know, words that you've heard.
Vicky, we've seen you in action, really. We've seen you in action, really. We know
Yeah,
that.
it becomes
So
it becomes
do you
bad.
think your manager can bring back the glory days?
Okay, I'm gonna put myself out there now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Olay is one of our legends. We love him. I love him. I love him to death. But to be honest with you, most of our supporters or true footballers know. They know, man. Olay won't be able to take us to the next level. I'm not a Olay out kind of guy. I would love him to stay and actually prove me wrong and
What
win
is
the
he
league.
gonna say? He's not gonna win.
We've been in how many semi-finals?
You sound like an Arsenal supporter now.
We've been in. He just doesn't have that. No, man, I'm not going to talk negative about the team. He's gonna win.
Keep it positive, Ricky, man. Keep it positive.
Forget it. Olay is going to win the league. We just need one or two more players. The thing is, and I'm not going to talk bad about my team. Bugger that. Sorry.
Wani says,
Hold
Wani
on,
says,
hold on.
Ollie at the wheelchair.
No. I'll kill that guy. I'll kill him.
What
Oh,
was
yeah,
that? What
How
was
good
that?
does it feel? Anyway,
Oh,
Olay can take us
Oh.
to the next level if he would just heed some of the important things from the fans itself. I mean, how do you change a winning team, for instance, from last week to this week? We will never win the league with the midfield we have. I'm telling you that now. We need to improve. We've got two holding midfielders protecting our back four. They don't need to do that. That's not their job. In any case, they can't hold the ball up. They can't make penetrating passes. And I'm talking about McTominay and Fred. Yeah. And I love them to bits. But they're just not at the level where I think they can take us to winning the league. We need a midfielder. We strengthen at the right places where we need to. Varane, awesome. Up front, we strengthen the Sancho, awesome. But we need a holding midfielder. For the hell of me, I don't know why he doesn't use Van der Beek. Because he's one of the most technically gifted players and he keeps things simple. But Olay doesn't want to use him. He's stubborn. He must have, and the Amina kicked out of hand again. He must have done something to Olay. Wife, something.
But you guys gonna
I have,
Ricky,
and no one has an idea why he hates the guy that much.
but Ricky, you got a world-class striker also in front, Marshall.
Tony Marshall, he came from France. The English press said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain. Tony Marshall went off again. Come on, United. No, look here. My favorite player at the moment, and he's been for the last year and all, Greenwood. Oh, what a sensation. What a player to come out of our ranks. That boy is going to be something sensational. That's why I don't want to talk about winning the league or anything. I'd rather talk about the players. Because at the moment, we are not going to win the league with that players, that midfield. Just that, just that two, the holding midfield. We need to
Yeah.
strengthen there. If we strengthen there, we can beat any bloody team in this league. But
Well, look,
like you said, the inconsistencies is brought upon by all his inconsistencies and the way he
look, I've got a
selects
lot of
team.
United friends that says they're gonna win the treble this season.
My God. Yes, we're gonna do it. We can. We will. We shall.
What? What? They're going to win. They're going to win the trouble. What? Trouble.
We were close last season. There was a time when we were vying for the league. Eh? I'm telling you, we were this close to top spot. and then City didn't want to lose anymore.
We're coming to Warren quickly to talk about
Hey,
Arsenal now.
bring it on,
Obviously,
brother. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Arsenal Football Club is one of the most chat on all platforms. If it's as nothing is positive.
I love you,
Whatever
Warren.
you read, if it's on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, nothing is positive. It's just a comedy show. So, but why are we gonna get there? I've got a nice picture of you. This was probably years
Oh,
back.
hope I'm not drunk here.
Now,
Ah,
someone again. If you can see me in this photo, I'll give you a free burger.
Another burger.
the crazy
Just give me a
punches.
burgers tonight. If you can find me in this picture, I'll give you a burger.
Are you in this picture?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. I can't
So
believe how
what?
long ago is this? God, jeez.
Oh, so this was in
This looked like
probably like
years ago, man.
over 7 years ago.
Cheapest. Oh,
Wow.
I
yeah.
mean, there's
Anyway,
Grumpy. There's Grumpy in the corner. I mean, look how young Grumpy look. It must be over 7 years ago.
yeah. Oh,
So
we'll
tell us
probably
more
still
about
in the top
Arsenal,
four
Warren.
then.
Hey,
No. Where do you want to start?
tell us more about Arsenal, Warren. What's happening?
What's happening? You mean
You
what's
want to
not
get the tissue
happening?
first? Do you want to get some toilet paper or tissue
I
ready?
don't know. I don't know. I mean, it seems like we could sign like Messi and Ronaldo and Mbappe, and we could still not have an idea of what to do. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can say. From, I mean, you can question maybe the ownership and how the relationship to the fans is. Who are the recruitment people, the manager, the squad, the players. You can question a lot of things, and also you must keep in mind that we're talking about the year now. But I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, this is something that's been happening at our club. That we've been doing this, just going one step down every season, just one step further down. It's not just an overnight thing, you know. It's
Let us get back to the answer. Sorry, I want to cut you off.
yeah,
Robin says,
cut me off here.
I am,
The elbow bottom right.
yeah, but then she says, he changed her mind. He says, you're one at the back behind the striped sweater. But then she changed.
She really wants
You
a
can keep your
burger.
burger.
Give
She
her the
really
burger.
wants a
Give her
burger.
the burger. Give the woman the burger.
Let's just
Yeah,
give
no,
it
so
to her.
what is the problem? What is the problem also? The board or Arteta?
Hey, big questions here. I mean, if you look at it, I think I think going into the games, you almost felt like with Chelsea. I think a lot of Arsenal supporters were already thinking, "There's no hope here." Even the first game. I mean, we're talking about some no-name team called Brentford. There were even supporters thinking we might not win here tonight. Um, so you take that on board, and it's difficult to take that on board, you know, because everyone wants to be positive at the beginning of the season. But what shocked me the most, to be honest with you, what really shocked me was how unprepared we were in those games. I was actually shocked. I saw a couple of the friendly games and I saw how we looked like we just had no idea what was going on. It was all over the show. It looked very unprofessional, I must be honest. I just thought, okay, maybe it's just a friendly game, right?
Hmm.
But then we played the first game, and I can tell you what now. So Brentford deserved the victory. Just going back on the first game, but I can tell you what now. I was watching that game and also not confident. But I'll tell you what, they were going on about the two strikers. They're strong and they're tough, but I tell you what, they shit. They're absolute crap. We just made them look good again. I mean, if I compare them to like Sheffield United from 2 years ago, that came up from the second division up, they were much better than this Brentford. I actually think this Brentford team will be in the relegation battle this whole season long. Um,
With
what did
Arsenal.
they play? They played with Arsenal. They played Palace on Saturday. No, and they did nothing. They did
Yeah, they
absolutely
struggled there.
nothing.
Yeah.
They were Palace should have won that game, but I'm just trying to show you just how bad it is. I mean, it's one thing saying oh injuries and whatever, I don't know, but at the very least, you know, if you call the plumber in, the plumber must fix the toilet there, the electrician must fix the plug, and the postman must deliver the letters there. But
Yeah, the
we
problem
don't even have
was,
a game plan. It's like
yeah, the
we
problem
can't
was
even
coming from the
the
left.
players. Well, no, I mean, well, there's a million fucking problems that you can say, whatever.
Yeah.
But we
Look,
just don't even look like we know what we're doing.
yeah, look,
These
that whole,
guys, listen here, the Inter Supporters Club tournament we had, Ricky and Neil's team was better fucking organized than our team at the moment. I'll tell you that now. So all the stuff about the injuries. Oh, we got to sign this. That is all fine. I can understand all that, but at the very least, the players must know what to do. We were headless chickens here. Listen here. Can I educate you something here? Saturday, who's playing Liverpool against Chelsea? No.
yeah,
Do you wanna know how you deal with fucking Lukaku? Go and ask Virgil van Dijk. Take a pen and paper and you watch the game here and you take your notes here. Or when they play Varane or fucking Harry Maguire, then they will teach you how to defend against Lukaku. Alright, then we can kill that noise or so. Because we again made this guy look like, fucking Diego Maradona again. Because our guys are not doing even the basics. We're not even getting the basics right in this team. What hope do you have going into Man City, or we could play anyone in this league now? We could play Norwich, and Norwich's manager will say, hey, here's bonus points and offer here. We can get at these guys. That is where we are now. We are there where any team in the league will look. Well, sorry, never mind the league. We're playing our version of the Champions League tomorrow night. Who's the West Bromwich or whatever? They must be looking at us and thinking, fuck, we can beat this team. Honestly, any team going up against us, and that is the thing that we'll have to overcome. We're going to have to overcome that. We're going to have to deal with that because that's the situation we put ourselves in. And we're going to have to dig ourselves out. It's not just about, oh, they left, the guy was exposed there. The whole team was exposed. Never mind the left side of the
Colin,
entire, the captain, the guys are out to defend. There's no midfield. There's no creativity. You could have played Henri in his heyday there front. If they don't give the guy the ball, what must the guy do? There was zero bloody, like nothing went right. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an Arsenal team never mind poor, just
the poorest.
disorganized. Surely if you go up against a team, right, you get paid as the man, whoever the manager is, or Teta, or Franz Beckenbauer, or Klopp, or whoever. His job must be, this is my opponent, I must study him, this is where they're strong, and this is where they're weak, so we're going to set up like that. If I know Lukaku is the oak, then we must deal with that though. But we just had no idea.
Yeah, you must cut off the supply. Coming to
Yo,
you.
suddenly I feel much better about my Man United team.
We can listen here. A set up for us is third last though.
I feel great
Yeah,
now. I
no.
feel hundreds after that.
I think Warren probably have a box of Obi there somewhere. A box of Obi off before the game or something.
No, look,
But listen here, they better not put us on lockdown again. I'm running on the top here.
Warren, I understand exactly where you're coming from, because there was 2-3 seasons, a couple of seasons ago, I felt the same. I actually didn't know what to do, what to think, because when the next game comes, all I'm looking to is the bottle. And
The
I'm
bottle.
the
You'd
bottle.
fear.
Neil's not saying
Aye.
anything because his team is doing well. It's always the teams that's not doing well, the supporters talk the
relate.
most.
I cannot relate. But one
Listen to
observation I
listen
want
to
to
30
make.
years of can't relate. Is he for real? Is he for real? Yeah.
I don't even remember the past that long. I live in the present. So couple of observations.
He did say 87, eh? He did say 87, did he?
Yeah.
Yes, when I started.
Yeah, it's the 87.
An observation.
And by the way, I met John Bonds
that
before you, man, and I hated him.
Johnny Bonds.
Goes to show. That's why you're frustrated with your team now. But I just want to make this observation, and that is that it's very sad to me in a lot of the times when we have frustration within our clubs or with the clubs, that is usually taken out on the management of the club. But when there is success and there's medals to be collected, then we applaud the players as if it was them on their own. And I think it's usually a combination, and the whole must be held accountable for the actions there. I don't know, just wanted to throw that in there.
No.
But Neil, did you know that
I would actually agree with you, Neil. I would actually agree with you there.
Did you know that Liverpool's got the most fired managers between Arsenal and United?
I know that.
Listen, we've only two managers in the last. Like two managers in the last 30, 40 years, Nigel.
So what?
George Graham and Wenger. And then now Arteta. I mean, that's the only managers we've even known. I mean,
yeah, no. If you can mention all your managers have been fired to come to club to have success. I mean, the same with Chelsea. Chelsea's been firing managers. I mean, left, right, and center. But look,
that's just the way they do it, man. Chelsea does that on purpose. That's just how they run their club. They actually intentionally do that. It's not like they're just reacting. That's their whole game plan.
So look, before I'm gonna end off, I just want to say something about. I want to just get my say about Arteta. Leanne said,
Ricky, maybe we can do you guys a favor and Neil a favor. We can maybe get a draw at Man City.
You're in, boys.
They must support Arsenal on Saturday.
Get in.
Look, Leanne said Arteta's not the problem, but I disagree. I'll tell you why. In a short thing, I'll tell you why he's the problem. He came to Arsenal, he took over Emre's team with Wenger, right? He won the FA Cup with Wenger players and Unai Emre, right? And the Community Shield. What he did is he got rid of Emre's players and he came 8th. Am I right? What does that tell you? All Emre's players are on loan. He signed his own players. He spent 130 million, no progress. We laying second last. So how the hell you cannot blame the manager? He was given money. And if you look at the games, the way Arsenal play is worse than watching a games played at the Church League on Chaka Road.
What do you guys?
It's horrible to watch a football match of Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. That's horrible.
It is difficult. What do you guys' predictions for the next round of games? It's Liverpool and
Liverpool, Chelsea.
Oh, we're killing Wolves.
And then Arsenal City is the first game. Then I think United. Who does United play, Ricky?
Wolves.
Old Trafford or
we're slaughtering them.
Okay, so you can go in there.
Warren, before we come to the games on the weekend, what is your prediction?
I don't know. Press skip button. Let's fast forward to Saturday.
Warren, come on, man. Be positive. But I don't know you like this, my friend.
Second round,
Yeah,
cup
so,
game tomorrow?
I don't even. We'll probably win the game. I mean, that's how Arsenal is. When we really down in the dumps, we'll get the bloody victory. And then of course Saturday is the big one.
Okay, so your prediction for Arsenal and City?
Eish, you starting with me? Yeah.
Way
Just like
better.
that, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna don't laugh. Oh, 2-2. 2-2.
A
I'm gonna make
little ambitious.
Neil. I'm gonna make Neil and Ricky smile there. I'm gonna say 2-2. They need the points.
Liverpool and Chelsea.
What's that?
Liverpool and Chelsea.
I'm giving it a 1-0 to Liverpool. Yeah,
How much?
for obvious 1-0.
1-0. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Close game.
Yeah, 1 Liverpool, nothing Chelsea.
That's a big one.
Felicity
Whoa.
said 2 for Liverpool, 1 for Chelsea. Ricky,
I don't know. She's giving them a chance to score.
your prediction for your game?
Just anything can happen. United 3, Wolves. Okay, can I make Wolves will get 1 if Varane doesn't play, or it will be 3-0 if Varane plays. That's my prediction.
Okay, my prediction is that Arsenal will allay dead loss after the City game. And it will be the saddest sight for any Arsenal supporter. We never, in the history of Arsenal Football Club, I can't remember that Arsenal laying for even playing the first or second or third game for Arsenal Football Club to lay loss.
Isn't it international break after this round?
We will be laying loss, Warren.
For
Yeah,
long,
long time, yeah. The extra week. The extra week
That's
still.
even worse. We'll be laying loss for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's just hope the other bloody players don't get injured as well.
And so that means more memes for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
no guys, man. Now, how come you guys so negative? No idea.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh,
1-3. Oh, I'm just getting worse.
No,
So, guys,
after
thank you very much for being on the show. It was fun. Next time, I think for the next show, we must have Skara on.
Why?
Well, we
yeah, for sure.
Why?
why
We just have Skara on.
this Merseyside is
Why?
you can box with Neil there.
Is Everton in this league?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, which
Oh, yeah.
team?
Oh,
Everton's on the
team.
first page. Everton's on the first page, isn't it?
Before we go,
Scouse
Wolves
will
1,
see.
Man
Scouse.
United 2 from Wani. Leanne says Arsenal should rather forfeit their points to the team before the time.
We can raffle the points off to the team.
Look, Nigel and Warren, I want to invite you for a drink, man. A sympathy drink. Fuck it. So,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We will
I'm
do it.
telling
Let's
you.
do it.
nah,
I'm telling you.
Over there live.
Neil, I'll take the good stuff out for you because we didn't celebrate your league win yet.
So actually,
The
Warren,
champagne.
United.
I'm down.
So Neil,
I'm done.
Ricky, the Arsenal versus United game, your place. Warren, what do you say?
When do we play United?
That's
I can't
where
remember.
United is already
It's
fired.
going to be our best weekend ever.
Okay.
Listen here,
Oh.
Nigel. I suppose after the international break, it can only get better. Then that's the one
We
thing we
probably
can
have
say.
a new
I mean.
manager. What do you guys think? Okay, the question is,
Ooh,
what do you think
yes,
about
sir.
Arteta? Neil,
Yeah, let's stop talking about
how many
Arteta
games
now.
do you think Arteta will be fired with after 5 games?
Who?
Oh yeah, deal. Taking long. Eh?
I think Neil's taking a sip then.
Well, Was the question directed to me?
I say yes.
Do you think?
There's a bit
Do
of a
you
lag.
think Arteta
There's a
will
bit of a
be
lag.
fired?
So apologies.
Do you think Arteta
Um,
will be fired after
I-
5 games?
I don't think so.
No, he
don't
won't
think
be.
so.
He won't be, man. He
Okay,
won't
you
be.
don't need to explain. Ricky,
I hope not, because we're not playing.
No, I don't think he will.
Hey, listen, did not need to beat United last year? What?
let's ask let's just ask the people watching for 1 minute. Just give them 1 minute. What does the viewers think? Do you
I mean, do you think City's still the favourites though? Now that they got rid of Aguero, would you still consider them favourites, or do you think it's someone
Adrian
else?
says
Oh,
Arteta will be fired after the City game.
Hey, it's the question for the title, Oaks. Now,
I think City
Chelsea.
is still has a bit in the tank there, and would be able to, give a go for, the number 1 spot. Whether they'll actually achieve that, I don't know. I don't see that happening, because I still believe Liverpool will get that number 1 spot. But I think that they have enough to give it a go.
Ricky, what do you think? The blue off of City,
City
Manchester.
City looks awesome going forward and with the ball at
Because
their feet.
Manchester's blue.
Whoa, this brass making nonsense here, baby. There's it now. There's it now. Nigel, he's gonna tell me at the Celtics now. He's gonna tell me, man.
It was uncalled for, pal.
Okay.
Nigel, you're offside. You're offside.
And if you ever visited Manchester, you will know that there's a small portion of blue buns
Like a
hanging
spot.
out in the council yard, and they call themselves City. The whole of Manchester is fucking red and beautiful.
Oh, yeah. That's how I want to hear.
Yeah.
But look, before we go, the last time I had a show with a Manchester City guy on, and I was trying to find the
Where?
City
How?
supporter.
How did you find him?
Now listen, now that's the story. I was promoting probably for 2 weeks, trying to find a City supporter.
Do they have a supporters club in Cape Town?
No, just like Chelsea.
No, they don't even have one in England.
No, but look here, I know a good. There is a couple of good City supporters. No.
I couldn't
One or
even
two.
find the only
I'm not-
Chelsea supporter I know is LeSean. That's on a show. That's a real.
I think Vinnie Bonds is a City supporter. Really a City supporter. Shame.
And what happened to the what's his name, Bongani them and the Spurs Oaks? Where are they? Whatever happened to them?
They're around.
Oh, Michael, is Michael still involved?
But they're around. Yes.
There's
yes,
been
yes.
there's been big issues at their supporters club, same as ours.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Says,
But look here, but look,
Los Pascara, hy moet berg gaan klim.
yeah,
Oh,
Los.
yes, hiking stuff.
Look, one thing, all serious, all let's be serious. The United Supporters Club was the first big supporters club in South Africa and in Cape Town. I think the others followed. They followed well, especially the Liverpool Supporters Club. I know the Arsenal Supporters Club has been going on for eons as well. They're a great bunch of rowdy guys. But the Liverpool Supporters Club are actually well run. And
That is well run.
it's very well
I
run.
know.
And they obviously took they took good
Well
leads
done,
from
Neil.
United.
Well done.
Yeah. No. Big respect to huge respect for Neil. He does a great job. And you must know one thing, that when you actually try and run something like this, you've got 50 1,000 people picking at you, looking for you to do something wrong. And it's a difficult job, pal. It's an absolutely difficult job.
Tell me about it.
That's why
Jesus.
I know what Neil, I know what Warren goes through. And that's why that's one of the reasons also that I've stepped down, besides others, family matters. But
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, Neil, Ricky, and Warren. Thank you very much for being on the show. It was really fun, bringing back all the memories. I hope it will get back soon. I hope people are not promoting the vaccine, but I hope just it gets back to normal, where we can all basically get back.
Ja, dan wil ek
meeting
to
each
watch a
other
game
again.
together, man.
Hey? Yeah,
That's what we
no,
like
I
to watch
mean,
a game
look,
together. And it
guys,
doesn't have to be a massive thing. I mean, even
Yeah.
it's just the
yeah, no, we
the
can
manner,
come
yeah.
together. I mean, there's a lot of leagues still
Yeah.
playing soccer. It must just
Yeah.
be well organized with protocol. You understand? So
True.
we can still do that though. We can discuss it again. We
No,
can
we just
promote
catch
it on
we
the
just
show.
catch one of the Premier League game, man. We just the manner, yeah, we have a few small dopper there together and make it happen one day,
Yeah,
one
no,
Saturday, whatever.
yeah, no, we can do
Yeah.
that. But thank you guys. For the third time, thank you very much. I know we got a lot to say. But thank you very much, and all the viewers, thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, we need to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of next month. So please subscribe to our channel. Tell your family, tell your friends to subscribe and watch the show. If there's anyone watching that wants to be on the show, please contact me on 081 596 8119. It's only 4 if you want to be on the show. Ik wil niet 12 o'clock in nacht chat met jou nie. So thank you very much.
Nigel,
So,
thank
I
you
hope
for
you're
having
gonna
us.
have a
The
good
tool.
result.
Yes to the tool on Saturday. Yes.
Oh my god, that's
Come on, you good.
I think I'm gonna invite my
Arsenal, they
I think
always
I'm gonna invite my
fucking
daddy that's a priest to my house to watch the Arsenal game. Maybe we win.
Yeah, time bring the holy water there.
Nigel,
Right,
thank
cheers,
you.
Nigel,
guys.
and guys, it's
I'll
been
see
an
you guys
absolute
again,
pleasure.
Neil.
Thank you so
Ricky.
much.
Keep well, man.
Guys.
Thank you
Cheers,
guys.
people.
Thank you.